Hi, and welcome to my channel. Or if you're a returning subscriber, hi again. My name's Tess Lark, and today I'm going to show you how you can use resin and alcohol ink to create some 3D blooms that resemble violets. This video is actually inspired by Fire Girl Handmade by Wendy, whose channel I will have linked in the description. I was browsing YouTube as you do, looking for some inspiration when I stumbled across her channel, and she was making these really beautiful blooms, and her violet technique really drew my attention. So if you like my channel and you like the things that I'm making, I know that you'd really like hers too, so make sure to check her out as well. And Wendy, if you happen to see this, hi, thank you. I love your work so much. Thank you for sharing with us. As always, I will have all the materials that I use for this project linked in the description below, so if you're curious about any of that info, all of that will be down there for you. And let me stop yapping and let's start crafting. For this project, I'm using a 2-part epoxy resin by Paduo. So starting with the part A, the resin, I'm going to pour 100 milliliters and then follow that with another 100 milliliters of the part B, or the hardener. I want 200 milliliters total because that will give me enough to fill up 2 of these nice deep coaster molds. Next, I'm going to use a popsicle stick to mix my resin, making sure that I'm scraping both the sides and the bottom of my container as I go until both parts of the resin are thoroughly incorporated. For this bloom, I'll be using alcohol inks by Pinata Colors. I'm using their Sun Bright Yellow along with the violet, and it's always a good idea to give your alcohol inks a good shake before use. For the center of the flowers, I'm going to be using some Arteza mica powder in the color Moss Green, along with some chameleon flakes from Let's Resin in the color Brown Yellow. For this project, I'll also be using some more alcohol ink from Pinata Colors. I'm using the color Blanco Blanco, and I've got quite a lot of it because I really do like this white when it comes to making blooms. So I've just poured a little bit of clear resin and added some of my white alcohol ink to that. And then once again, I'll use a popsicle stick to make sure it's thoroughly incorporated. And really quick, if you are finding this video to be useful, please don't forget to give it a like. It not only helps my channel a lot, it also lets me know that I'm making content that you guys want to see from me. I poured my white resin into a sandwich baggie that I'll be using as a piping bag, so I'm just going to twist that off and set that to the side, and I will open it right before I'm ready to use it to try to minimize the mess. My next step is going to be to mix the glitter and the mica powder for the center of the flowers, and I don't want this to be too runny, so I'm actually going to put some of the glitter and the mica powder in my container first, and then carefully drizzle a little bit of clear resin into it just to make it a bit of a paste consistency. I'm mixing up such a small amount, so it's really easy to overdo it, but I'm gonna add a little bit more glitter because if you can see, it's still a little bit too runny, so adding some more of those flakes from Let's Resin just to get it a little bit thicker. I'd also love to hear from you. What's new? What are you working on? And what techniques would you like to see from me next? My next step for this project is going to be to pour a layer of my clear resin into both of my molds. Once I'm happy with the thickness of each coaster, I'm going to use a popsicle stick to go around the outside edge just to get any air bubbles that might be forming. I find that there tends to be air bubbles hanging around those little corners, and also using my heat gun for the same thing, just trying to pop any air bubbles that have come to the surface. Next, I'm going to drop my alcohol ink directly into the resin, starting with the Sun Bright Yellow. And I want my blooms to be a bit more yellow than they are purple, so I'm adding quite a few drops of yellow to the bottom of the mold, following that up with just a couple drops of purple towards the top. Now I'm ready to carefully cut the tip of my piping bag, and then I'm going to pipe the white into my molds. And the pattern for this bloom is sort of a large elongated 8 with a smaller elongated 8 in the center of that. And next I'm going to use a popsicle stick to draw a couple petals. And violets don't have a ton of petals, so I'm just making 2 petals on the top and then pulling it in twice to make 3 petals on the bottom. And just repeating that same pattern on the second mold, making sure that I'm wiping my popsicle stick off between swipes, just so I don't get the color where I don't want it to be. Then I decided to take a little bit more white and just kind of catch those bottom petals to create a little bit more separation between the top and the bottom petals. and just to get a little bit more of that white pigment in there. Then I'll use my popsicle stick to put a little bit of that glitter and green combination down into the center of my blooms. And I didn't really like how I moved the center on that first one, so I'm going to use the popsicle stick again just to kind of reinforce some of those lines. Once I'm happy with how the blooms are looking, I'll use my heat gun one more time just to kind of start blooming out some of that pigment, and again to pop any bubbles that might be forming. This is how they were looking about 20 minutes after pouring them, so next I'm going to cover them up and we'll see how they turned out. I'm really happy with how they look so far. Give me a like if you are too. Okay, so I went ahead and I let my pieces cure overnight. So they're fully set up, they're nice and hard. So let's go ahead and pull them out of the molds and see how they turned out. I really like this side of them. Again, they did shrink a little bit, and I do think that it's because of the viscosity of the resin that I'm using. But let's go ahead and pull these out. It's so pretty. I love all of the delicate wispy petals that we ended up getting. So that's the back. And then here would be the front. Really, you can choose whichever side you prefer the most. I did this part of the project differently than I normally would. Normally, I would place the center of my bloom and then work around it from there. So I think that if I do make this type of flower again, I will do it that way. I actually, for this one, definitely prefer the back. Now let's go ahead and pull out the next piece. Again, the center sort of floated way more than I would have liked. And again, I think I could fix that by laying that center first and then working around. Also, the fact that it moved around so much, again, I think is a viscosity issue. This resin is really nice and easy to work with, but I'm not really sure if it's the right resin for blooms. And I'll actually make sure to link the resin that I like most for the blooms in the description down below, as well as this resin as well, so you guys can compare and contrast the two different products for your own projects. But again, I think the back of this is so pretty. Overall, I'm very pleased with how these turned out. I'm definitely getting a violet vibe from them, and they're very different from some of my previous blooms, so I'm really loving this new technique. And as always, I'll make sure to get some shots of these for you guys in the natural light so you can see them a little bit better. And once again, thank you so much to Fire Girl Handmade by Wendy. Thank you for sharing your tutorial with us. It really inspired me to make something after a long time away from my desk, and I'm really grateful for that. And as always, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for spending part of your day with me. And if you did make it all the way to the end of this video, leave me some sort of purple or yellow emoji in the comments, just so I know that you made it. I really hope that this video inspires you to make something of your own today, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!